Hi, thank you for tuning in to the Gordon Group, Creative Solutions. It's not just what we know, but who we know. In this segment today, we're going to talk about curb appeal and landscaping, and I am here with James. James, tell everybody a little bit about you.
Hi there. My name is James Whittaker. I'm with R&A Water Features and Landscaping. We're a local design build firm doing mostly residential work. We do landscape design and construction. It's funny you're asking me this because just the other day somebody was asking me what we do, and I gave them like the typical response, which is, so I'm a landscaper, we do this, that, and the other thing, and she made a good point. She said, it was Chris actually, she said, what you're talking about is outdoor living. You should be telling people that you do outdoor living.
Well, outdoor living is huge right now, so it's coming back. It was big, and then people kind of slowed down on that extra expense, but now all my clients are asking for referrals. They want to do an outdoor living space, and we were just talking about this.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
So you need to know it doesn't add much to your appraisal value,
Sure.
but it adds to your desirability value. You hear us talk all the time about there's two types of values: desirability value and appraisal value.
Sure.
We have an outdoor living space, and all my friends that are watching this, we post from it all the time on Facebook. So we're just living.
Okay.
So we take less vacations. So
That makes sense.
yeah, so we feel like the person that would build the outdoor space normally would spend easily $10,000 on vacation, and you can build a reasonable outdoor living space depending on what you want for $30,000. That's 3 years of vacations if
Sure.
you put it in kind of like in
Perspective.
Right. So name a couple of ideas that you've been doing for outdoor.
Oh gosh. People ask what is outdoor living. What is that term? And I think it's different things for different people. I would define it as whatever brings that family or that group of people, whether it's at a business or a residence, whatever is going to bring that family outside. So for some families that might be a little fire pit and patio area, a fireplace. Some people that might be a water feature or a pond. Some athletic type stuff. You never know, and that's why
So you know what I love about what you just said?
Uh,
Because it was about the client, it wasn't about you. You said whatever brought them outside, and it's different for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
I got my very first landscaping quote 15 years ago, and we interviewed 5 landscapers, and 4 of them did what they thought I wanted, and only 1 did what we said we wanted.
Sure.
I think that is so important what you just, I don't think you understand how awesome that was. Because it means you listen to the client.
Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal.
Well, from what I understand about the Gordon Group, that's not. That's the same. We're playing on the same field there. I think the best companies and the best services you get are going to be the people who listen, who ask appropriate questions, and when you're working with a realtor or a contractor or a whomever it is, usually the firms that do less talking and more listening are going to have your best interest in mind, and I think that goes with any industry.
I think you're right. And we're going to also real quick talk about curb appeal.
Okay.
So when I get ready to list a home, I tell people about how important the curb appeal is. Their first impression is not the first time someone came through their home. Their first impression is the drive-by.
Okay.
And they don't know how many people have actually driven by their home and chose not to see it because they didn't like the way the front of the home looked.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Or if you have been a home seller and you had a scheduled showing and then 2 days later they decided not to see the home, very possibly it could have been because they drove by it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so name some things you could do. Now, the people that are fixing up the home for sale, they're not looking to dump a lot of money into it,
Right.
but they are looking for that desirability value.
Mhm, yeah.
So can you name some things that they could do?
I can, and you brought up a really, really good point. And I think, when I meet a person or a potential client for the first time, one of the first questions to ask, I think, is, how long do you intend on being in this home? What are your intentions for the landscape? What are we trying to accomplish here? And as soon as, if they say, oh, well, we're gonna retire here, we're gonna die here, or whatever, that's a way different conversation than if they say, oh, well, we're gonna, we have a growing family and we're gonna be here for 5 years and then we're gonna move to East, or we're gonna move to or maybe we want a piece of the country in Lowell or something like that.
Right.
Those are different conversations. So to answer your question, when I meet someone who says, hey, we're moving and we know this landscape needs to be cleaned up, that's really what it becomes all about. Because, and I don't know, I can't pretend to know, you would know. I think a potential buyer, if I was going to buy a home, I wouldn't want to pull up to it and see, I wouldn't want to see a lot of work. I wouldn't want to see its potential for all this time-consuming work, and I wouldn't want to see a money pit in if my first impression of the house is I'm going to have to dump 10 grand into landscaping, that's a turnoff.
But you can dump maybe a few $1,000s into landscaping that looks like it was $20,000,
Absolutely.
can't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah, for sure. And I think most of the time you can take some of the things that are there, make them look better, maybe pop in a little bit of color or re-mulch, do a little pruning. There are all sorts of things.
Pruning, that is such a big deal. So how many times have I toured a home outside and I'm walking up the walkway and the bushes are hitting my legs as I'm going up the walkway, or I go under a tree and it's hitting me on the head.
And you're short.
And I'm short. Yeah, that doesn't happen much. So all of those things, I always say buyers are using all of their senses when they're looking at a home, if it's, the smell, the touch, the feel. So it's making a negative impact on their senses when these things happen. And so I think it's really, really important. So we could talk all day about this, but we don't have the time.
Okay, sure.
So we want them to contact you. So how would they contact you to get more information?
Oh, well, you could always call our local number here, 616-263-1123. You could visit our website, that's ralawn.com. You could look for us on Facebook, RNA Water Features and Landscaping on Facebook. Would be a few different ways you can.
You said that fast, so it's RNA. Look at his shirt.
RNA.
Right there.
Water Features. Water Features and Landscaping. You could search RNA Water Features and Landscaping on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, and check us out, see all of our work, or if you want to just cut to the chase and call me directly at 616-263-1123.
And if you want to contact me and you want me to make a formal introduction for you, or if you have homes that you would like to see, or want us to come out and actually give you an opinion on getting your home ready for sale this spring, we can come out together and give you our opinion of inside and outside. My number, call or text anytime, 616-443-0596, or my email, Michelle, 2 L's, Michelle Gordon @thegordongroupgr.com. And we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yeah.
And remember, it's creative solutions. It's not just what we know, but who we know.